Welcome to Everything Explained. Today we're asking, how did the ancient Greeks encounter Buddhism? The answer isn't a single meeting in a grand temple, but a long, winding path where empires collide and ideas travel along dusty trade routes. In the northwest of the Indian subcontinent and across Central Asia, Greek rulers and Buddhist monks shared spaces, coins, and stories. Out of that contact grew a unique blend of art, philosophy, and religious practice sometimes called Greco-Buddhism. So let's walk that route, from Alexander's successors to Gandhara's temples to the word-mongers of Buddhist texts. Shortly after Alexander the Great's campaigns in the late 4th century BCE, his eastern kingdoms didn't vanish. They fractured into new powers, Bactria and Gandhara, where Greek settlers and local rulers lived side by side. Buddhism, already well established in India, pressed outward along with trade routes. The result wasn't a single event, but a steady dialogue in a region where merchants carried goods and ideas as easily as coins. By the first few centuries BCE, Greek and local cultures had blended enough that people could hear a Buddhist sermon in a Greek-speaking court, or see a statue of the Buddha with a Greek face and a Gandharan robe. There are concrete signs of this contact. One is the coinage of Indo-Greek kings, which often used Greek on one side and local scripts on the other. These kings, like Menander I, ruled in what's now Afghanistan and Pakistan. Their reign shows that Greek authority and Buddhist presence overlapped in everyday life. Then there are the texts. The Milinda Panha, a Buddhist dialogue traditionally dated to the first couple centuries CE, presents a back and forth between the Indo-Greek king Menander and a Buddhist monk named Nagasena. In the story, Menander probes Buddhist philosophy, and Nagasena offers clear, patient explanations. Even if we treat the chronology as debated, the tale embodies the real sense of exchange, a Greek king learning from Indian sages, questions and answers shaping a shared spiritual conversation. Art provides perhaps the most lasting trace of contact. Gandharan sculpture, rooted in the crossroads of Greek, Persian, and Indian artistic languages, shows Greek-leaning realism and idealized form alongside Buddhist subject matter. You can see hair, drapery, and anatomy carved with the confidence you'd expect from Greek sculpture, yet the images stand as Buddhist motifs. The famous Gandharan Buddha statues don't look like the austere Indian depictions alone. They wear togas in some depictions, or their robes fall in Greek folds. This is not simply copying one style, it's a fusion. The result helped later Buddhist art travel across Asia, shaping how people in China, Korea, and Japan pictured the Buddha. In short, Greek aesthetics helped build a visual language for Buddhism that spread far beyond Gandhara. There's more than art and texts. The very idea of cross-cultural contact on the Silk Road mattered. Greek-speaking merchants and soldiers didn't just trade goods. They traded stories, religious ideas, and techniques. Buddhist monasteries grew along routes where Greek and Indian merchants exchanged coins, crafts, and debates about fate, ethics, and the path to liberation. Some scholars think the Indo-Greek era contributed to copies and translations of Buddhist texts, though precise manuscript evidence is scarcer than coins. What we can say with confidence is that Buddhism and Greek culture learned to recognize each other as neighbors on a shared map, and that recognition left a durable mark on both. It's easy to mythologize these encounters as dramatic conversions and epoch-defining debates, but the truth is more nuanced. Most interactions were practical and aesthetic. A king's court hearing a Buddhist sermon, an artisan copying a figure in a way that mixed Greek and Indian ideas, a traveler noticing how different belief systems solved similar human questions, suffering, virtue, and the right way to live. And while Milindapana is a valued tale of dialogue, we shouldn't read it as a simple documentary. It's a literary witness to a long-running, everyday exchange of ideas that helped Buddhism adapt as it moved westward and eastward. So how did the ancient Greeks encounter Buddhism? They met not in a single moment, but through centuries of mobility, armies marching, traders crossing deserts, monks traveling along dusty roads, artists blending styles, and rulers engaging in dialogue about life's big questions. The result is a shared cultural stream best seen in Gandharan art, in bilingual coins, in stories like Milindapana, and in a Buddhist iconography that bears a Greek stamp. It's a tale of curiosity, adaptation, and mutual influence, proof that even at the edge of the known world, ideas do the same thing they always do. They travel, they change, and they shape the people they meet. History isn't just about battles, it's about the ways minds touch. and in that touch, a new, blended world can begin. Till next time, keep looking for the crossroads where ideas meet and keep exploring.